Hello and welcome to I'm Hartley Avenue in the community service tube offices. Here we are. A letter to Greta. I looked you up, Greta. Hello. Hi. Anyway, I found out luckily that you talk about subjects which is very important. So there I was. I went to McDonald's and I bought a drink. I love McDonald's drinks. They come flat, don't they? Loads of ice. Plastic straws. That's just fantastic. I said to the chap, my drink this is different. This isn't so good. And he said, haven't you heard terrible news? Plastic straws fitted up the sea. That's not good for the seas, is it? If the sea was drinkable, that'd be really fantastic. I said, what's the problem? Oh, can we get them back and use them again? And he said, you can't reuse a straw. They're just for the one use. And I said, well, what about these paper straws? And he said, no, they're just for the one use as well. And I said, can we eat the straws that are made of paper? He said, no. I said, can we recycle them? He said, unfortunately, no. At the moment, McDonald's paper straws cannot be recycled. I said, that's terrible news. So, Greta, I understand where you're coming from. I walked outside and I went down to the street and I bought a different Coca-Cola. I was thirsty and I thought Coca-Cola is the best drink. So I bought a plastic bottle of Coca-Cola. It was really nice. I said to the man, if all the straws are paper now and they go into the sea and they disintegrate, that's fantastic, right? That's good news. And he said, that's great. That's fantastic. There's more trees on the planet than stars in our galaxy. And I said, that's fantastic. Never run out of trees. There's a trillion trees, hence the name. So I said, they're fantastic. They grow tall. There's lots of them. That's brilliant. What about plastic? Why can't we reuse the plastic? He said, we can reuse the plastic. That would be great. He said, bad news, terrible news, awful news. I said, what's that? He said, you have to melt it down and make another bottle. I said, how many bottles does it take to make one bottle? He said, we haven't tried yet. I said, let's just make more plastic. Obvious. So we went bowling, me and the man from the plastics, the top guy. And I said, why is everyone bad-mouthing plastics so much? And he said, plastic's made from oil. And I said, oil? Oil is one of the best things on the planet, isn't it? That's why everybody loves oil. I have olive oil on my cereal. Absolutely brilliant. The door, and then no noise. I said, that's absolutely amazing. It's fantastic. And I don't understand what the problem is. He said, I know there's more oil than that. I said, there is. He said, yeah, big business. I know, I've seen the guys, I said, and their wives. They're lovely guys. It's a great time, crazy time. They've got it better than us, for sure, but who shouldn't have? They're dealing in oil, and they're making plastic, which I like, and bottles for Coca-Cola. He said, problem is, the oil, it comes from in the ground. It's the lubrication of the tectonic plates of the earth. With the oil gone, it's really bad news. Really bad news. I said, that's really bad news. That's really bad news. He said, the gout of the earth. That's what it is, gout of the earth. This is really bad. I said, well, can't we wait for some more oil? He said, the oil takes millions, if not billions of years. That's the problem. We don't have the time to make the oil. So, big business is going to cut down. These poor guys with their wives, they've got mortgages. These big CEO guys, that's why they're mad. They can't afford to pay anymore. It's really bad news for these guys. So, they want us to keep using the oil. So I found a guy from the CEOs. I said, so this is nice, isn't it? It is nice on my yacht, he said. And it will be nice for me forever. And I said, how's that? And he said, I'm not going to live that long. He said, secretly, I might live about another 40 years. And then I'll be dead. And he said, I won't give a rat's monkey. That's the sort of language you didn't expect. And there we were, sunning it up, lounging around. What about your grandkids? He said, I don't really care about my kids or my grandkids. I said, this is really bad news for the planet. He said, this is stuff between the likes of only billionaires and oil men can know. Don't you go out there telling anybody about this? Thanks very much, I said. I stood there on his yacht and I said, I can't be friends with you anymore, my friend. And he said, well, then you have to leave. I jumped up off that boat. It was really great. I landed actually on a bag of crisps. And it reminded me then, I thought, I need to tell people about you, Greta. There I was, bobbing about, barely alive in the ocean. This packet of crisps, a golden wonder. And I did wonder. Someone told me once there was more plastics in the ocean than there were trees. And I thought to myself then, bloody hell, there's a lot of plastic. Covered in straws, covered in crisp packets, covered in bottles. It was really fantastic. Other than that, I thought to myself, where are the fish? I managed to climb atop a raft. And there was a wise man there. And he said to me, there's more fish than there are trees. There are more fish than stars. What's wrong with them, the trees? He said, they're on fire. I said, you're what? Awful. The lands are all burning, he said. And I said, Greta, we'll write her a letter and tell her we're going to build an ark, Greta. We're going to build an ark. It's all we can do now. And that man that saved my life pulled me at the top of his raft that he crafted from plastic straws and inflatable dinghies. He said to me, this is the start of the escape. What we're going to do is get on this ark. When all the water's flooded, lands are all burning, we're going to get away, me and you, and all the good people. It's going to be fantastic, just like in the book, that old book. We're taking the animals as well. And it's going to be so great. It's going to be fantastic. Everyone that's left, we'll all go and it'll be so great. And then eventually one day there'll be land again. We'll find it. The volcanoes and the explosions. And all the acid rains will stop. We'll all meet up at the South North Pole again, just like in the old days. And it'll be so great. It's going to be really fantastic. Everything's going to be fine. The world will be just us on a boat forever. There won't be any bird watching. There won't be any pyramids. Love the pyramids. There won't be any pizzas anymore, probably. I don't know. We can maybe make pizzas in the future. Just remember pizzas, Greta, when we're in the future. Come to the community service tube offices now and we'll get boat. At least we're still having each other, all of us. But hopefully we'll still have Coca-Cola in the future. That'll be really great. We'll do that. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's going to be fantastic. It'll be really great.